In this video, I'm going to show you how to factorize this. But before I do, let me just illustrate something. If I were to give you this and ask you to multiply this out, you would say x times a would be ax and x times b would be bx. Remember, a times x is the same as x times a. So when you have one thing multiplied by another thing, you can just switch them around. Even if you have three blocks, even if you have A, B, C, that's the same as, I don't know, A, C, B. You can switch them around when they're being multiplied together. So when you multiply this out, it will give you this. Now, if I were to give you this, you can also jump backwards and factorize it. So if you look at this, x is in common, you can factor out the x. So that would be this. So you can jump back and forth. So with this one here, because you've got two negatives there, you can actually factorize out the negative x. So it's like this. Now it would be a and then plus b. And let me explain why it's a plus. So now if you get this times this, that would be minus ax. And then this times this would be minus bx. So that's the same thing. And by the way, I can write it as minus xa if I want to. And then minus, I can switch these two around. Because remember, when things are being multiplied, you can actually switch the order. So that's the same as this. So the point is that minus x is in common. You factorize out the minus x. That will then give you this. A plus b. And then here you can break this up as a block of -1 times a block of x. So now you've got three blocks being multiplied together. Remember, a times b is the same as b times a. When they're being multiplied together, you can switch the order around. So I'm going to switch this x. I'm going to drag the x back here. So I do have the right to do this. A block of -1 times this long block here, and then times x. So I can write it like this as well. So when you factorize this, there are many ways of factorizing this. I can factorize it as negative x bracket a plus b, or I can do it in this form here, which is minus a plus b. So that's our middle block, and -1 times anything is a minus. So it's pointless me writing minus -1 times 3. I would just write -3. Because when you merge these two together, it will become a negative of that block times x. So I can actually factorize it out like this, or I can leave it as this. Sometimes this is really useful. That's why I'm trying to teach you how to factorize it in this form here. You can move the x right to the back. Okay.